It's pumpkin time, so today we're going to be making a pumpkin latte. Now mine is only going to have maybe 14 grams of sugar in it compared to what a local coffee shop that you might know of has in theirs. I'll tell you a little bit later what that is. It's a lot, I'll tell you that. And I'm using the best ingredients possible. I mean, I go out and I buy organic milk and, you know, all the good stuff. And it's really delicious. You're going to feel good about it. There's no chemicals in it. It's just clean, good food. In fact, it is so delicious that I would say you could leave the coffee out and serve this to your kids and they can have their own little pumpkin latte. All right, so I'm Rockin' Robin and I'm going to show you how to do it right after my chef joke. Okay, here's our chef joke number 1. What is a barista's favorite exercise at the gym? The French press, of course. I want to start off here by talking about our ingredients because we're making this healthy and using healthy ingredients. So first up, make yourself some coffee. I'm using Peet's coffee here, but you can use whatever you want and prepare it any way you want. I'm going to be using the French press. For a pumpkin flavor, I'm using organic pumpkin here, and if you look at the ingredients, you're going to see it's just pumpkin. To give our latte tons of flavor, we're going to use some Ceylon cinnamon, some nutmeg, cloves, and ginger. And we'll use some vanilla extract to bring out some natural sweetness. So how much sugar is in a pumpkin latte when you go out to the coffee shop and pick one up? Well, Starbucks is listed at 50 grams of sugar. We're not doing that here today. We're going to cut this back to about 14. And we're going to do that by using coconut sugar. Now, if you read the ingredients on the package, you'll notice that 1 tablespoon of coconut sugar is about 7 grams of sugar. So at most, you're going to use 2 tablespoons of that per serving. And our last ingredient is some whole organic milk. Now, to make a latte, you need to have a way to froth your milk. So your options are using a French press or a little mixer like I have here. That works really well too, or you can get yourself a frother. Now, I happen to like the frother method the best because it's just so easy and it works so well. I'll leave a link in the description if you want to get yourself one of these. All right, let's make a pumpkin latte. I'm going to pour 7 ounces of water into a small saucepan. Place the water on the stove over medium-low heat, and we're going to watch the temperature closely because we don't want it to exceed 190 degrees Fahrenheit. You don't want your water to boil, it just makes your coffee more bitter. So to this pan, I'm going to add about 2/3 of a cup of whole milk, and we're going to put it over medium-low heat. Now this is the milk we're going to froth, so keep your temperature between 140 to 150 degrees Fahrenheit. You don't want it to boil. In another saucepan, I'm adding about 1/3 of a cup of that whole organic milk. And to that, I'm going to measure out 3 tablespoons of our pumpkin puree. And then we'll add that to the milk. We'll also add 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon, 1/4 teaspoon of nutmeg, 1/8 teaspoon of ground cloves, and last but not least, 1/8 teaspoon of ground ginger. Whisk that over a medium-low heat. Don't let it boil and don't let it burn. After this mixture gets nice and hot, go ahead and add the vanilla extract. Once the water for the coffee gets up to about 190, then we're going to pour it into the French press. Then add your 2 tablespoons approximately of the coffee grounds and stir with a wooden spoon. Why use a wooden spoon? It's less likely to chip the glass than a metal spoon. Place the plunger on top of the coffee, but don't press it down. Just let it sit there with the lid on top for about 2 to 3 minutes. After about 3 minutes, then you're going to slowly plunge down the coffee. I have a complete video on how to make coffee with a French press, so I'll leave a link for you on the screen. Then I'm going to fill the glass just maybe 1/4 of the way up with coffee. Then we'll add the pumpkin mixture about 2/3 of the way up. I want to leave room for the frothed milk. Now once your milk gets up to about, mine got up to 150, then I would go ahead and pour it into a larger French press, and then we can use that to plunge and actually froth the milk. Now you'll notice that the milk increases in volume as it gets more air put into it. Take the plunger out and then fill the rest of your glass with frothed milk. Nice and creamy and delicious. Give a little dusting of cinnamon or nutmeg and you're good to go. That is delicious. Now if you want to make that pumpkin latte for, let's say, your kids in the morning, go ahead and mix it up like we did, just the milk and the spices and the pumpkin and the vanilla, and then pour it into your glass. You know, you can scrape it and get it all in there, and then just top it off with your milk froth. And for this demonstration, I'm going to show you using the milk frother. I really like this thing, and I think it actually does the best job. So you just pour the milk in there, plug it in, push the button, and voila, you wait for it to stop, and some good milk froth comes out. And look what you end up with. Beautiful froth. It's just perfect. Finish it off with a little sprinkle of cinnamon, and your kids will absolutely love this. And even you, for that matter.